Hello, friend. It's Mind in Motion. Today, we are touching on something that silently eats away at our joy, our confidence, our very energy. Comparison, that quiet, invisible thief. We scroll through social media. We see someone traveling the world, someone buying a new car, someone celebrating success. And suddenly, without noticing, our heart whispers, I'm behind, I'm not enough. But let me tell you the truth. Comparison kills inner freedom. It chains your soul to an illusion. Because what you are seeing is not the full story. It's only the highlight reel. And highlights were never meant to define your worth. Think about it. You're comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes struggles to their polished final performance. And in that exchange, you lose. But here's the good news. You don't have to live like this. You can break free. You can choose a new lens, one that focuses not on who they are, but on who you are becoming. Because your journey is sacred. Your path is unique. There's never been, and there will never be, another person with your exact combination of gifts, scars, and dreams. So why trade your priceless story for a counterfeit comparison? Instead of asking, am I as good as them? Ask yourself, am I better than who I was yesterday? That is the only race worth running. That is the only battle worth fighting. And that is the only victory that brings peace. So today, I challenge you, stop scrolling to measure your worth. Start creating, building, learning, growing. Fill your life with purpose so rich, so alive. That comparison has no room to breathe. Remember, flowers don't compete with each other. They simply bloom in their own time. And so, will you lift your eyes from their path and fix them on your own? Because joy, confidence, and energy return the moment you stop chasing someone else's reflection and start living your true design. So breathe, step forward, and let your freedom begin today. Social media, it looks so innocent, right? Just a scroll here, a like there. So simple, so harmless, but slowly, quietly, almost invisibly, it begins to whisper a lie. It paints a picture of a perfect life, the flawless vacation, the dream relationship, the constant success, as if life itself is always filtered, polished, shining. And deep inside, something shifts. We look at their world, and suddenly, we begin to question our own. Why don't I have that? Why am I not there yet? What's wrong with me? Pause there. Do you feel it? That weight? That silent thief of joy sneaking into your heart? But let me remind you of something powerful, something ancient. Comparison is natural. It's built into us, a survival mechanism, carved deep into human history. Once it pushed humans to run faster, to climb higher, to fight harder. It helped us survive. It kept us alive. But today, in this digital age, comparison doesn't guide us towards survival anymore. It traps us in distortion, in illusion. Because what you see online is not the truth. It's the filtered truth, the polished, edited, carefully chosen highlight reel. You see their mountaintop while standing in the valley of your own struggle. You see their victory, but never their sleepless nights. You see their smile, but never their tears. You see their applause, but never their doubts. Think about it. Really think. You never see the 100 times they failed before that one perfect post. You never see the arguments behind that smiling couple's photo. You never see the loneliness hidden behind the flashing lights of their success. And yet, you compare your whole life to their single moment. No wonder it feels heavy. No wonder it steals your joy. But listen closely. Here's the truth. Their best moment does not define your worst day. Their timeline is not your timeline. Their blessing does not cancel out your own. So hear me today. Stop judging your worth by their pictures. Stop measuring your value by their applause. Stop letting their highlight reel dictate your story. Because your life is not meant to be a copy. Your journey is not supposed to look like theirs. Your calling is different. Your season is unique. Your story is sacred. And here's the shift, the turning point. Instead of letting comparison break you, let it teach you. If you see someone succeed, don't envy, study. If you see someone thriving, don't shrink, be inspired. If you see beauty, don't feel less, create your own. Comparison doesn't have to be poison. It can be fuel, but only if you choose to see it through the right lens. So next time you scroll and feel that sting of inadequacy, pause, take a breath, whisper to yourself, this is not the full truth. This is just their moment, and I am living mine because life is not a competition. It's a canvas, and your brush is in your hand. So stop comparing, start creating, and let your story, your one and only story, shine brighter than any illusion on a screen. First, let's talk about what comparison really steals from us. Not what it gives, not what it promises, but what it silently, slowly takes away. Number one, loss of confidence. You wake up feeling okay, maybe even good. But the moment your eyes land on someone else's success, their highlight reel, suddenly your own achievements look small, too small. You doubt yourself. You question your worth. You start asking, am I enough? Do I even matter? And that little whisper, comparison's whisper, leans into your ear and says, they're better. You're behind. You'll never catch up. And slowly, quietly, your confidence begins to fade until you forget how powerful you truly are. But hear me now. Confidence is not about being the best in the room. It's not about being louder or richer or faster than anyone else. It's about trusting that you belong in the room, that you deserve to stand there with your head high, without apology. And when you compare, you give that trust away, piece by piece. You trade your strength for insecurity. And that, my friend, is a trade you can no longer afford to make. Pause with me here. Breathe it in. Because if comparison has stolen your confidence before, it does not have to steal it again. Now, second, envy and dissatisfaction with yourself. Comparison doesn't just make you doubt, it makes you resent. You look at someone's body, their house, their career, their relationship, and instead of gratitude for what you have, you feel bitterness for what you lack. And envy is poison. It blinds you to your blessings. It convinces you that nothing you hold, nothing you touch, nothing you live is ever good enough. It makes you live in a constant state of almost happy, almost satisfied, almost at peace. But hear this, envy is built on illusion. Because what you see in them is not the full story. What you see is the polished picture, not the scars behind it. And what you despise in yourself is often the very thing someone else admires. Comparison robs you twice. It steals your joy, and it steals your gratitude. And without gratitude, nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever feel like enough. Now, third, lack of focus on your own goals. This is the most dangerous, because when your eyes are on someone else's race, you forget to run your own. When your gaze is locked on their lane, your feet stop moving in yours. You waste hours, days, even years chasing someone else's dream, while your own calling, your own purpose, gathers dust in the corner. Think about it. How many times have you delayed your own progress because you were too busy watching someone else's? How many dreams have you put on hold, waiting until you catch up to a person who isn't even running the same race as you? Comparison distracts you. It divides your focus. It drains your energy. It steals the very fire you need to build the life you were meant to live. But now, here comes the turning point, because confidence can be rebuilt. Gratitude can be restored. Focus can be reclaimed. The moment you decide to stop comparing and start creating, the moment you choose to trust your own path, to honor your own journey, and to embrace your own timeline. So listen closely. One more time. Comparison does three things. It breaks your confidence, it feeds your envy, and it steals your focus. But you have the power to reverse all three. You are not defined by their success. You are not diminished by their shine. You are not behind. You are simply on your own path. And when you walk it with confidence, with gratitude, with focus, you will realize something powerful. That the only person you ever needed to compete with is the version of you from yesterday. And when you choose to grow beyond that version, step by step, day by day, you will discover that you are never in competition with anyone else at all. Step one, realize that everyone has their own path. Stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and really think. The person you admire, the one who seems to have it all, they didn't start at chapter 20. No, they started at chapter 1, just like you. They stumbled, they failed, they cried, and yes, they also had moments of doubt, fear, uncertainty, moments when they questioned everything. But here's the truth. Your journey is yours alone. No two paths are exactly the same. No two timelines are identical. You cannot measure your beginning against someone else's middle. And yet, that's exactly what comparison tempts us to do. It lures us into frustration, into self-doubt, into impatience, into thinking we are behind. Imagine if a tiny seed tried to grow as fast as the giant tree next to it, it would wither. It might even break. Growth takes time. Progress is not instant. Your journey unfolds in season, in steps, in chapters that are uniquely yours. And each step, no matter how small, matters. And here's the beauty. When you accept your own path, you unlock freedom. You stop feeling inadequate. You stop chasing the illusion of someone else's life. You start focusing on your own growth, your own skills, your own victories. Every small step you take, every lesson you learn, every challenge you overcome, it all builds your story. And your story is not less valuable because it's different. It is yours, unique, irreplaceable. So the first step to escaping the trap of comparison is to remind yourself every single day, I am on my path. I am growing. I am exactly where I need to be today. When you embrace this truth, peace begins to replace envy. Patience begins to replace frustration, and focus returns to your own life. And as you walk your path, remember this. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. That's where real growth begins. That's where true progress lies. And that, my friend, is the freedom, the power, the beauty of walking your own path. Step 2, limit negative triggers. Let's be honest, social media, it looks innocent, right? A scroll here, a like there, but it can be a double-edged sword. It connects us, inspires us, entertains us, and yet, quietly, it can steal our joy. It can drain our energy, and it can magnify self-doubt more than we realize. Take a moment, breathe, and think. Remember the last time you scrolled through your feed? That tiny pinch in your chest, that quiet thought. Why can't I have what they have? That, my friend, is a trigger. Triggers are everywhere, in posts, in videos, in stories, even in comments, hidden in plain sight. And yet, here's the truth. You have control. Yes, you have the power to decide what enters your mind, what influences your emotions, and what shapes your day. Start small, just one step at a time. Limit your time on platforms that leave you feeling drained. Unfollow accounts that constantly spark envy or self-criticism. Curate your feed to inspire you, to uplift you, to motivate you. Remember, comparison doesn't happen by accident. It's often a result of repeated exposure to the wrong inputs. And if you reduce those negative triggers, you reduce unnecessary stress, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy. Imagine this. Instead of scrolling with a sinking heart, you scroll with curiosity, with wonder, with inspiration. Instead of envying someone else's highlight reel, you celebrate your own progress, your own victories, your own unique journey. This isn't about cutting yourself off from the world. It's about protecting your mind. It's about creating space to focus on your growth, your creativity, your goals. When you limit negative triggers, you reclaim your energy, your focus, and most importantly, your inner peace. So today, take one practical step. Review your social media, unfollow, mute, or limit the content that drags you down, and notice how freeing it feels. You don't need comparison to define your worth, because the truth is, you already have everything you need. Within yourself, breathe, pause, and let that sink in. Your joy, your confidence, your energy, they are yours to protect, and they grow every time you choose your mind over the noise. Step 3, focus on yourself. Here's the truth that we so often forget. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is you and no one else. Not your neighbor, not your coworker, not the person on Instagram with a flawless, curated feed. Compare yourself only to your past self and no one else. Take a moment, pause, breathe, and reflect on who you were a month ago, a year ago, maybe even 5 years ago. Are you stronger, wiser, healthier, more disciplined? Even the smallest progress, even the tiniest victories, matter more than you think. They're the bricks that build your confidence, step by step, day by day. And here's a secret, a little trick to make this progress tangible. Keep a progress journal or a note app. Write down your wins. every single one. Not only the big milestones, but the small steps. The day you woke up early, the task you completed, the habit you started, the conversation you handled better than before. These are all victories, and they count. Over time, something incredible happens. Those small wins, they stack up, they compound, they grow. And before you know it, they transform into confidence, into self-respect, and into real inner freedom. Freedom from comparison, freedom from envy, freedom from doubt. When you focus, truly focus on your own path, comparison loses its power, envy fades, self-doubt shrinks, and suddenly you start living in your own lane, at your own pace, for your own purpose. Remember this: progress is a journey, not a sprint. Celebrate each step forward. Look at how far you've come, not how far someone else has gone. This is how resilience is built. This is how self-love grows. This is how true joy blossoms. So today, take a notebook, or open that notes app, or start a journal, and begin tracking your personal growth. List your wins. Reflect on your lessons. See yourself improving day by day, minute by minute. And remember, the only competition that truly matters is you versus you. Focus here, focus now, focus on yourself, and watch, slowly but surely, how your life begins to transform, step by step, victory by victory. You are becoming the person you are meant to be. Step 4, practice gratitude. Now, let's talk about a habit that truly can change everything. Gratitude. Every day, we are bombarded with images of other people's lives, the perfect vacation, the ideal job, the flawless lifestyle. And it's easy, so easy, to feel like we're missing out. Easy to feel envy, frustration, even despair. But here's the key: shift your focus inward. Look at your own life, your own journey, your own victories, because they are yours and they matter. Start small. Start simple. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Not generic things. Not what everyone else should be grateful for. Your thing, your life, your wins. It could be as simple as a morning coffee that warmed your soul, a message from a friend that made you smile, the fact that you got through a tough day and kept going. When you practice gratitude, something powerful begins to happen. Your mind stops racing, it stops comparing. Your heart begins to notice the abundance, the richness, the beauty of your own life. And slowly, your energy shifts from envy to appreciation. And here's the magic: gratitude compounds. The more you focus on what you already have, the less you crave what others show off. Your self-worth stops hinging on other people's successes. You start celebrating your own journey, your own victories, your own growth. Try this. Every evening, take a moment, write your 3 things, and pause, really feel them. Notice how your perspective changes over days, weeks, months. Jealousy fades, anxiety eases, confidence grows quietly, steadily. Gratitude isn't just a nice idea. It's a powerful tool, a habit, a practice that rewires your mind. It frees you from comparison. It allows you to embrace your life fully, right here, right now. So today, pick up a notebook or your phone and start. 3 things every day. Watch how this simple practice transforms not just your mindset, but your entire life. Remember, joy begins where comparison ends and gratitude begins. Imagine a person who spent years measuring their worth against others, constantly comparing themselves with colleagues, friends, even strangers on social media. Every achievement they saw in others felt like a personal failure. Every post, every promotion, every small success became a mirror, reflecting what they lacked. It's exhausting, isn't it? To live in the shadow of someone else's life, to let comparison dictate your mood, your confidence, your energy, to feel that little whisper in your mind saying, I'm not enough, I'm behind. Then, one day, they made a decision, a small, simple decision. They started a progress journal every day. They wrote down what they learned, what they accomplished, and what made them proud. Not what others did, not what seemed impressive to the world, just their own journey. Step by step, line by line, they began to see themselves differently, and something incredible began to happen. In just 1 month, they noticed real change. Skills they hadn't realized they were developing, suddenly visible on paper. Health improvements from small, daily habits, clearly tracked and celebrated. Confidence quietly growing, moment by moment, like a river slowly carving a canyon. The comparison didn't disappear overnight, but it lost its power. When you see your own growth documented, when your eyes open to your progress, your potential, your unique path, you realize the only person you need to compete with is yourself. And here's the lesson. Listen carefully. Small, daily actions matter. Writing down your wins, celebrating even the tiniest victories, focusing on your growth, your journey, your pace. It all compounds, quietly, steadily, invisibly at first, but undeniably. Over time, the anxiety fades, the envy disappears, confidence becomes natural, because it is built on evidence, on your own life, on the facts, on the proof you create for yourself, not on someone else's highlight reel, not on someone else's perfect Instagram moment. So, if you find yourself trapped in comparison, start today. Pick up a notebook, an app, or even a simple piece of paper. Write down your wins, your progress, your victories. No matter how small, record them, reflect on them, and celebrate them. Watch as your life transforms, one entry at a time, one moment at a time. Remember, progress over perfection. Your journey over someone else's highlight reel. Your path is yours alone. And the more you honor it, the freer, the stronger, the more confident you become. So take a deep breath, look at where you are, and acknowledge how far you've already come. Your story is unfolding beautifully, uniquely, perfectly, in its own time. Comparison steals joy. It sneaks in quietly, like a shadow in your mind. You see someone else's highlight, their success, their confidence, and suddenly, your own life feels small, lacking, incomplete. But here's the truth. Freedom doesn't come from looking outward. Freedom comes when you turn your focus inward, when you measure your growth, your progress, your victories, not someone else's. Every person has a unique journey. Your path is not theirs. Your timeline is not theirs. The steps you take, the lessons you learn, the challenges you overcome, they are yours alone, completely yours, and no one can take that from you. So stop watching other people's steps. Stop comparing. Stop measuring. Stop letting envy creep in. Instead, Celebrate your own milestones. Cherish the small wins, the little moments, the victories that others might not even notice. When you focus on your own journey, joy returns, confidence grows. Naturally, quietly, peace replaces anxiety, and your energy, your precious energy, is spent building your life, not envying someone else's. And here's a small action that you can take right now. Write down one thing today, one thing you did better than yesterday, a skill you improved, a step forward in your personal growth, a moment when you felt proud and alive. Share it in the comments. Let others see your progress. Encourage each other, because when we focus on our own journeys, we don't just find freedom, we inspire it in others. So, subscribe, share, and let us know. What helps you stay confident in yourself? Remember, your path is unique. Walk it with courage, with joy, and with gratitude.